Okay. Whew. So Dana, I met you about 20 years ago. Dana is actually from California. She came and lived in Oklahoma for about 30 years, I think, Dana.
30 years.
30 years. And now she is back in Northern California. And yes, those are redwoods right
There,
outside of her door.
right there.
So I vote next time we come and do a meditation there with you and the redwood trees. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
Well,
So
I tell you what, after hearing Kelly, and it's been on my bucket list, but I really want to go to Mount Shasta. Helen, we need to go.
I
We got to
know.
see those spaceships for ourselves going into the mountain.
I know, right? I know. I do want to go in to check that out. I'm always drawn to places where people say they're holy places or spirit places, energy places. I'm always drawn to go and visit that. And we went to the tell me the name again of the cemetery that we visited in Hawaii together.
Should I get the picture? You want me to run and get the picture? I'm going to go get it. It's the Manoa Valley
I know it.
Cemetery. You go. You keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Okay, I'll talk amongst myself here. So
Okay.
yes, no, it was a few years ago now. We were visiting Hawaii where Dana was living at the time. And we went to the Manoa Cemetery because a friend of ours, and I'm sure that's the picture she's just run to fetch, had an amazing experience there with spirit in the cemetery. And I had to go and check it out and see what it was all about. Do you have the picture of it?
No, I have the picture.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay. So yes.
And and you can see in the background. I mean, this is such an amazing place. And there behind us, that is the Honolulu Harbor. It's this picture is just so precious to me. So I have it there commemorated. Yeah, that the Manoa Cemetery, I'm going to sit there and gaze at that, is a place that the energy vortexes came together. And it was actually bought by Chinese workers. And there was a magical person who was a worker, and he said, "We've got to buy this property. It is sacred space." And they have had, last I looked, they'd been doing a regular tea ceremony once a year or something for like 130 years in that space. And we've seen some magical things happen there. So yeah.
It was, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful there. And so yeah, so Dana's lived Hawaii, California, Oklahoma, all kinds of experiences. And when I got to know Dana, when I first met her, it was about 20 years ago here in Oklahoma, and she had very reluctantly come to visit me for the first time at my office for some Reiki work, thinking, this is the weirdest thing I've ever done. Little did you know how weird it was to get after that, right?
Yeah,
But
I don't even have a copy of my book. I don't have one copy in this app. My book, Ever Flowing Streams, chronicles our meeting and that amazing experience. You changed my life, Helen. I mean, through you anyway. It I was 50 years old. That shows you how old I am now. I am 70 years old. Uh, at the age of 50, you helped me solve a lifelong mystery and heal it. Um, so I am forever grateful. And then beyond that, we saw even more amazing things happen.
we did. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Dana. It was an absolute blessing, and we were doing past life work with you. I remember that, and it was just, you know, was talking earlier about, intuition and intuitive and taking the leap really, and trusting it, and that's not just with situations, it's with people, and when you meet those people and you just feel so intuitively drawn to them, and you're just like, I need to reach out. This is like someone who's supposed to be in my life, and I feel like that's how it was with you and a couple of your friends, and Paula and Sue, shout out. So and we've just done so much stuff together since then, spirit work together, and it's just been a true blessing. It really is. And
I think I'm feeling the urge to share this one story about you and I. I was living in California. This was in 2013, and we didn't see each other that much. We had very occasional Skype calls, and I'm about to cry even thinking about this. And Helen and I just had set a call up to talk on the Skype, And in the middle of that, my phone rang, and it was my husband's best friend. And it turned out my husband had died that day in a car accident. And you were there for me in that tremendous moment. You heard me, you saw me pick up the phone, you heard me take the call, you immediately knew who to call to say, get over to Dana's house right this minute, because I was there alone. And how spirit, that was no chance thing. That was spirit supporting me through you. And you have been such a support for the last 20 years. So, I'm your biggest fan.
Well, thank you. No, and I appreciate you and being in my life too, and because I think that none of us ever grows on our own. We always grow from the people around us, and the people that we are spending time with who we want to be more like, and who have gifts that we would love to emulate or share, perhaps. If we're talking about the crown chakra, it's pictured as a lotus. That's how it's depicted often, as a 1,000-petaled lotus on top of our head. And I feel that is what people do for us. They give us petals. They when they share their wisdom, or they say, hey, you should read this book. Because how many times have you told me that? You should read this book, or you should listen to that meditation or something. I feel like you're sharing your petals with me, and so it just helps me to grow, and then I turn around and I share it with someone else, and then it helps them. And I just think that's one of the most important thing that we can do in development and in spiritual work, because any of that knowledge and development is not supposed to be hoarded like a squirrel's got his nuts. We're supposed to share it, and it's supposed to grow. And if someone's talking and an image or something pops into your head or something, share that with that person, because that might be just like the key to the breakthrough that they've been looking for. Oh well, I just read this article about essential oils, and this is how it can help with a random skin condition. And you go, really? Okay. And then you go and check it out, and so it goes. So I think sharing things with people and helping each other out is such an absolute key component, because being of service and wanting to be of service and help people is such an important part of what we do. Such an important part.
It's all of what we do nowadays. Yeah. I mean, every day when I do my prayer time, it's like, well, how can I be in service today? As Sue says, I'm going about my Father's business. And that's what we do every day. Yeah. So, all right, you ready to meditate?
I am. And so I'm going to post Dana's links in the comments, because I know that you will want to check out. Oh, she has a YouTube channel, but I think you've moved your meditations over to your website now, right, Dana?
They're on the YouTube channel. They're still there, but they sometimes get interrupted by the most obnoxious ads of a meditation. So I have moved, I think, most of them. There's other things actually at the YouTube channel, also some stories I've written. There's a variety of things, but the meditations I have duplicated, and they are at my my website, supernalliving.com, and you'll put that in there. And they are free there, but you have to look in the menu, because I'm not that great at all this technical stuff. But there's a healing meditations, Christmas meditation, sleeping meditations. And so they're there that you can listen to at any time, ad-free, no interruptions. So I'm shocked at how many people find them there on my little website. That's amazing. When I pull it up every morning, I'm like, oh my goodness, look how many people actually found their way to my website. So there you go. It's a miracle.
I'm going to put them both in there. One of the favorites of yours is the Prayer of St. Francis of Assisi that you do. I love that one. That's my favorite. And I think that's one of your most viewed. So might all be me. I don't know. But but it is.
Actually, the one that gets the most views, and it's had, I don't know, like 20,000 over at YouTube, is Opening Chakras with the Lord's Prayer.
That is very cool too. And I love the concept of that as well.
And it surprises me, that is the #1 searched item on my website. Every day people search for that.
That's very cool. Oh my gosh. And one thing I should say that you've been doing lately is working with Spiritual Awakenings group.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
A little plug for Spiritual Awakenings International.org. And yeah, I'm very active with the work that they're doing now of helping people that have had spiritually transformative experiences, near-death experiences, and sometimes you can't talk to anybody about it. Sometimes it's so jarring that you just don't know what to do with it. So Dr. Yvonne Cason is the president and founder of it, and I just volunteered, and now I'm volunteering there all the time. So
that is awesome. Okay, Dana, I'm going to turn it over to you. You should be able to share your screen. So I will hop off here. If anyone has any questions, oh, Brittany's put in the comments she misses us.
I know. Hi, Brittany.
Yes, Light Soul Revolution class. And so, yay, that is perfect. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Perfect. So I'm turning it over to you, Dana.
All right. Well, I'm going to put this in the share mode now down there. Can you see that? Or have I gone offline?
I can still see you, but I don't
see me. You can't see that.
It should let you.
Well, I've got it open. I don't know what I need to do. And you don't have a guest host share screen thing on your Zoom?
Possibly, but I'm not
Co-host.
sure where it is.
Let me see if I can copy a link.
Down at the bottom, Dana, there should be a share button in the middle-ish on Zoom if you're on a.
Let's see, I can copy a link. Oh, let me go back to Zoom. Let me copy this link though. I'm going to go back to opening up Zoom. There's the share screen. There it is. Okay, now I got it. And I'm going to get rid of that.
That looks fabulous.
Now you see that. Okay. All right, cooking with gas. There we are. Okay. All right. Well, this is what I am calling the beautifully bold meditation. I'm going to give myself some music, which I don't think you'll be able to hear. So, I want everybody just to take a deep breath. I don't know where you are here. I'm on Pacific time, and it's just after lunch. The Central time where Helen is, and she's had a long day. It's after 3 o'clock. And people that are, especially we have some people that have been here from Great Britain, and it's getting pretty late there. So just take some time to center yourself. We're going to open up our chakras first. This represents the root chakra. Take a deep breath, surround yourself and say, welcome, guides, the highest of the high, your angels. I like to bring in Mary Magdalene and my beautiful angel, Asaniel. We just see this wonderful host of heavenly helpers gathering around us now. We see this area, what they call the root chakra. You see the color of it. It's like this volcano deep in our system, like the magma that's under the ground. But it is indeed what connects us to Mother Earth, our root chakra. You can feel the warmth and the heat of it. Right now, I want you to feel from your root chakra all the way down your legs, through your feet, and connect with Gaia energy. You feel that warmth now traveling up your feet, up to the knees, and opening up and warming up your base energy fields. You can feel a strength from that starting to evolve. There's so much in that area that is energetic, that we as women deal with a lot of. Our cycles come through that root chakra, our moods. Sometimes we have taken trauma in the root chakra. So, right now, see peace, forgiveness, and calm through anything that is being held that maybe needs to be let go in that emotional and energetic field. Then we move to the sacral chakra, a little higher up in our system, beneath the belly button. And in that region, color orange is what is typically associated with it. Our sacral area is an area that covers so much of our health, so many important organs that need to communicate and work well with each other, one leading to the next and the next and the next. So much cleansing goes on in this area. So much of our system and the whole way our body works is dependent on a good and healthy sacral area functioning to its highest degree. So, right now, see that opening up, see everything flowing beautifully. If there's an area in your sacral area, the kidneys or the liver, anywhere where you know that you may have some blockages in those organs, see them opening, flowing, releasing, cleansing. And now we're in the solar plexus, the stomach area. See that yellow. So often in Qigong and some of those disciplines, we see a sun there, a sun right there in the middle of our body. And this is where we take in our food, we take in our energy, we convert our food into energy. And we also meet the sun, the actual sun, right there. It's a place sometimes in our intuition where you say you've got a gut feeling, a gut reaction. It's all right there. Feel yourself opening up and letting your sun shine from the solar plexus. Also, that can be a place, yes, of harboring tension and anxiety, upset stomach. Oh, how many times do we have that? We've got children going back to school right now. The first thing they get is, oh, I can't go to school. I have an upset stomach. Well, it's an emotional response to the stress that they're under. And we all have so many stresses in our life. So right now, take a deep breath all the way down into your solar plexus. Feel that warm energy and the calming peace that needs to radiate up and down all the way through your body that is centered right there in the sun. Feel it shine. I can feel heat now going up as I'm concentrating on that. Into your stomach, Say peace. Send love. This is a place where you need to have a wonderful exchange of nutrition so that the rest of those organs that are going to receive your nutrition can properly utilize it. Thank you, stomach, all the work that you do. We are grateful to you. And we are grateful for the power that comes from beyond. It radiates into the center of our being. It makes us strong and whole, alive and energetic. Now we move up to the heart chakra, right in your chest. Indeed, over the heart, through the heart, around the heart and lungs. Green is associated with this chakra, sometimes pink also. Love, growth, peace. A place indeed where we sometimes associate so much with the intelligence of the heart. Our heart knows often before our head knows, our brain knows. The heart understands things intuitively and then tells the brain what's going on. Get in touch with your heart. Open up your heart chakra. Open it to light and love, joy, peace. This is a great place to really start opening up to spirit. Sometimes in Reiki, we send Reiki energy through the heart chakra, heart to heart, sending love. And in Heart Math Institute, they've measured how far the energy from the heart chakra goes. And I don't think actually it has an ending. It just keeps going and going and going. Unless we close it off, it's very possible sometimes to have taken in so much hurt and pain into your heart chakra that you've just closed yourself off. You just don't want to be putting yourself into that realm of taking on pain. But if you learn to open yourself to the higher energies and the spirit and the joy of divine love, wanting to reach and touch your heart, it opens you up to being able to relate to people in a way that you are protected and you can share your love and not worry about being hurt at the same time. So just drink in the divine love that comes into the heart chakra. And we speak peace at a physical level to the heart and the lungs, to be free and strong, open, full of the breath of life and that wonderful pump of life. Our heart, the first thing when we have a child and we're hearing for the first time the heart beating within the womb of the mother, it's the most magical thing to hear that baby heart like a little train chugging along. And it has to keep going until we have our very last breath. So say thank you to your heart. It works so hard and so long and so faithfully. Thank you, heart. And we move to the throat chakra, but I love this because this particular image with the blue light that we associate with the throat chakra is in the shape of a heart. And our throat is where we express ourselves. And the thoughts of our heart, the ideas from our heart come through our words out of the throat chakra. Sometimes there's things that you need to say that you have kept suppressed. You don't want to say that awful truth. Well, sometimes the truth just has to be said. And you have to live in your truth. You have to say your truth coming from your heart. You have to trust that it will be well received. And if it's not, you have to trust that you can stand that too. But you know that you have to say your truth. The heart and the throat chakra are so closely related. I love that in the middle of this picture, it's green. You can see how the green from the heart chakra comes up and then expresses itself through the throat chakra in those shades of indigo blue. And be careful what you say. Your words are powerful. They manifest whatever you say. So be careful. It's going to be coming your way, good or bad, positive or negative. So put out the positive to get the positive coming back to you. Then this is a combination. I found this and I thought, oh, I think this will work for both what we call our third eye chakra, which is generally associated with a kind of amethyst color, and it's so beautiful. And we have the pineal gland right there in the center of our forehead. In Hindu traditions, you'll see people with that red dot right over between their eyes and their forehead. That really is an outside expression of this third eye chakra. And it is amazing when you learn how to open that up. I mean, mine is wide open right now. The first few times I felt that, I'm like, what is that feeling? That sort of lightheaded, fuller feeling that opens you up to the divine, that opens you up to your higher self, to so many helpers that want to be with you and speak with you and share with you their knowledge, their help, their support. But you have to be willing to take the time to spend some time in meditation, to open yourself up, to align yourself, to feel the energies pouring from head to toe. And then indeed, it goes all the way. The crown chakra is actually above our head. And if you feel that, you can feel that energy in oh, Renaissance paintings. Jesus and everybody that are saints always have that halo above them. And to me, that is just showing the essence of the crown chakra glowing. Sometimes if you've ever been, when I'm really on fire or receptive, I can see the chakras around people, especially their crown chakra. Sometimes I've been in a situation where there was a wonderful minister speaking, and all of a sudden, as the spirit is moving through him, I could see that light opening up above his head. And I've seen that sometimes with performers. It's just an amazing thing that it is actually visible to the human eye sometimes. So feel that glow of heaven and earth now, opening all the way through from your crown chakra all the way down to your feet, grounding you into Gaia energy. Just take a moment to breathe. You should be able to feel a glow all the way through your body. And your hands, perhaps, right in our palms. There's a special place where there's, I think, some chakras right there. And as healing energy workers, we can feel that buzzing. And I know if I'm working on somebody on the Reiki table, that's my guide to feel where their energy needs work, has something going on. It's all a wonderful communication system. So now picture yourself standing in that rainbow of light. Heavenly illumination is all around you. And I want you to go and with me into a little metaphor. When I got the inspiration to do this meditation, I started to see seeds. And I was like, what? But I think we are all like little seeds. And seeds can go many ways. They can, you see this handful of sunflower seeds. There's the potential for thousands of sunflowers right there in that person's hand. And it takes so much to actually bring that to fruition. And some of them will germinate and become beautiful. Some of them will rot and go back to Mother Earth. Some will partially open and then not quite really grow into their full potential. And I want to share with you right now a poem. And this is by Shalon Harkin. It's called, the book of poetry is called Wild Grace. She is one of my favorite, absolute favorite young poets right now. I'll have to put that in the comments. And this is a little conversation between a couple of seeds. The name of this poem is Total Breakdown. She's having a total breakdown. One put together, very self-satisfied seed with no cracks in it whispered to another about a third seed who had begun to germinate. She's completely falling apart. I mean, her life is a mess. They gazed superiorly at the smooth, intact facade of their shells, so perfectly upholding expectations of the status quo. Clearly, compared to that wild, sprouting seed disrupting the peace, they were doing something right. Right? But now, they secretly looked up with longing at the tall-stemmed, bravely opening flower, wondering if there might be more to themselves. That's just one of her poems. You should check her out. Anyway, we all can be like that little sprout, growing and not letting things belittle us or come against us, that we grow into the sun, that we find our strength, our path, that we can be that small seed that just grows and grows and becomes very bold and beautiful. If we are willing to come out of the seed, to sprout, to be in strength. And I was so impressed today with, I know all the women that came today that have gone through ups and downs that could have been a squashed sprout. I think Laura in this last one talked about that she was told she couldn't be a good nurse. I mean, absolutely squashed right there, right? And then she took that. No, she was going to sprout. She was going to be beautiful. She was going to grow. And we had our Hattie Herbal lady, Raquel, I think her name was, and she'd been told some terrible things about uh, her health and that for her mother's health, and really having to go against the modern tide of science and wisdom into looking for something more and for looking back into ancient wisdoms and finding now that she has become a master herbalist and she truly knows the power of plants and growing. And it just goes on and on. So I think that if you take anything away from this meditation, it's that you can be just a beautiful, beautiful, strong flower yourself and grow and see then the ripple effect of how many seeds can be sprouting behind you from the inspiration that you can give to others. So go forth beautifully, take this little metaphorical moment of thinking about your seed, thinking about just spreading that little hulk that you may be standing in because it seems so safe, and just let it go. Go for the light, go for the water, go for the adventure of life. And so it is. There we go.
Oh, thank you, Dana. That was beautiful. And thank you for pouring so much into that. I know you said you're going to do a presentation, and that was lovely. That was really lovely. And I've put the link to your other meditations in there, and I really hope people hop over there and check them out and bookmark those so that they can enjoy them. Wow, so that was a wonderful close to the day, and I knew it would be just what we needed to just like just bring us down calm and give us some lovely Zen energy. That is wonderful. So what's your next meditation that you're working on? Do you have anything in mind?
Well, I can't tell you. It's a secret. I was going to tell you what's coming up next, but then I realized, oh no, can't tell. It's a secret. But I've been asked to do something very exciting, and it will all be it will all become clear in the next few weeks. But it's something very exciting that's going to premiere on October 1st. That's all I can say about it right
Okay. Okay. Well, I put your site link in there so people can follow you and check out what that's going to be. So I'm curious myself. Yay.
I will say that this Saturday live will be the premiere of the meditation I did at the closing of the spiritual. I'm giving another plug to Spiritual Awakenings International. I did a meditation for them, and that one will go live. It's about 15 minutes this Saturday on the Spiritual Awakenings International YouTube channel.
Perfect. And they get some really great speakers for their summit too. They
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. There's, I have a lot of respect for what they're doing over there.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, I really appreciate you coming over here and sharing that with us today, Dana. And it's wonderful. So if anyone has any questions for Dana, please reach out. Her links are on the underneath the video. And we thank you so, so much. So I'm going to hit end now, Dana.
Thank you. Thank you so much for a beautiful, beautiful day that you put together, Helen. It's been just great. And I appreciate being part of it. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm not sure if it, let's see.